Okay, so part 2, I guess. Item 2, video 2, I don't know. Anyway, I figure I will show you what happens when you get to the end and you need to make it keep going. So this is the same thing because, well, this is just such a quick little thing. It's that corner to corner with the little blocks again. But here, I am on the edge and I don't want to stop. Can't stop me now. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make it go further this way. So here is how you do that. You do 1, 2, 3, just like the start of one of these blocks, and then you do another 3, 2, 3 for another side of the block you're going to make, and then you do a 2, there's my third double crochet. See how I slightly slid the yarn over there? Double crochet there. And of course this had to be the darkest part of the freaking yarn, so you can't really see it very well, but, and I don't think my cell phone can actually zoom that close, but there you go. Got one in there, and some cat fur, bonus. So you do 2, you do that in the second one, if you can stop looking at the camera and actually get to it. Alright, there we go. And then you do a third one. There. Alright, so basically you just made another block just like the other blocks, but instead of, you know, having another block to build it off of, you just did 3 double crochet in some extra chains there, made it longer. And then of course you slip stitch it together. So, now that we're on to the bright part of it, of course we are past that. So much cat fur. Alright, so we got more going on here. Was that 3? That was 2. Okay. I have actually been doing some weirdo work. I got kind of annoyed with everything collapsing on itself because I usually pull from the middle of the ball, and of course everything starts collapsing when you're pulling from the middle because the middle's not there anymore. And so that was starting to get annoying. So what I did was I actually started working from the outside of the ball, which is usually a problem because I have a yarn fiend of a cat who, if she sees yarn she can access, will glom onto it, latch on, and run through the house screaming out her kill. Yeah, so rather than have that happen, I've just been working from the center of the yarn and keeping my yarn in things like a big giant freaking bag that I've been carrying around, which is pretty massive. No, I will probably link it to you later, but basically I'm like, you know, this would be so much easier if I could work this from the outside, and yarn bowls won't work because, one, I don't have, you know, $40 to buy one. There's one on Amazon that has a little cat cut out. I will have to link that to you. It is adorable. But no, it's like $40. I don't have $40, and Sheba would just destroy it anyway. Well, destroy the yarn inside the bowl. So, don't have that. But what I do have is some PVC piping. And I also now have an actual, like, I bought one of those car mounts for your cell phone, and I have it mounted to my desk so my cell phone is sticking straight up, like that, and I've got the cell phone mounted here. It's pretty funny. And Tabby's investigating. Say hi, Tabby! No, Tabby did not want to. She stepped on my keyboard and went the other direction. Apparently she's camera shy. Which is funny, because I have ridiculous amounts of pictures of you, Tabby. Thousands of pictures of you and your little fuzzy family. Yeah, she's ignoring me and looking outside now. I have the windows open, so everything's particularly interesting. But anyway, back on topic. So I've been keeping things inside, you know, bags or plastic containers that are, you know, specifically meant for yarn. Which, when I wind an entire skein, which is the giant thing that yarn comes in the form of, when I wind an entire skein, it doesn't actually fit inside the mouth of the plastic tub thing. Plus, it still collapses inside the tub. So, it's not perfect. So what I did last night was I was looking around. I'm like, you know, checked on the paper towel holder we bought forever ago, but no, it's had bad things happen. We had a leaky garage, bad things happened. So that wasn't usable. Alright, well, wasn't too excited about that anyway. Kept thinking, kept looking around. We ended up going to the shop to see if they had like any dowels or anything. Maybe a box I could just drop a stick into. And what I ended up coming across was Chris's leftover PVC piping. And you know what Google says about PVC piping? You can cut that stuff with a miter saw without changing out the wood blade. Which, guess what I have in that same room? A miter saw with a wood blade. So, I actually ended up not needing to cut off anything significant. I actually found a length that was like, I don't know, 8 inches long? Something like that. Maybe 8.5 or 9. Anyway, it already had one even end, so that was kind of nice. So, I took it over to the miter saw, clamped it in place, and I sawed off the other end to make it nice and smooth. And oddly enough, smelled burning. And no, nothing caught fire. Apparently you just, if you cut through PVC piping with a power saw, it smells like it's slightly burning, because I guess it kind of is, because there's a lot of friction going on. And I was finding not sawdust, but, well, the PVC equivalent, all up in my hair that night. So, there's that. But, well, I'm always finding crap in my hair. Especially if crap is floating around in the air, because, oh my gosh, whenever we actually work with wood, I have so much sawdust. I breathe it, it's in my hair, just, ugh. I hate that. I actually even bought a face mask for it, and Chris just decided that was worth mocking. But you know what? Chris can just shush, because I need to breathe, and I can't really do that with a whole bunch of sawdust in my lungs. I'd been coughing for days. I've done it before. How do I know this? Because he uses me as a vice grip instead of, you know, a vice grip. And then he complains because I don't do as good a job as a vice grip. How about you just do an actual setup and, you know, just actually get a vice grip in a proper place to do this. So, anyway. So I sawed off the end of my PVC. And you know what? It fit freaking perfectly inside the newly, freshly wound balls. And I will show you what I've got going here. So, here's the giant bag. And here is what I've rigged up. So, I have the length of PVC. Just fits so perfectly inside there. And I actually took a shoelace and tied it to, one end is tied to the little, thing you can, I'm blanking on the name of. Go away, headset, nobody loves you. The little thing where you clip on the, strap, the removable strap. And the other end, well, there's not really anything you can do. I just hooked it to the permanent strap. So, yeah. Anyway, but it's actually been rolling quite nicely. So smooth. And this is actually rolling on top of the PVC, I'm guessing. But, oh, sure, now you want to see. Hi, Tabby. Kitty. Kitty break. Oh, bye, baby. And off she goes. I'm sure you saw the tail disappear around the corner of it. That was Tabby. But anyway, so that's what I got going. So I've got this. And it just right inside the bag, which is on its end right now. It's chain, don't ask. This tablet, all my hooks and everything. But yeah, so I've been carrying down this monstrosity of a bag. And remember the whole, this is about, 8.5 inches? Yeah, this isn't even as wide as the bag goes. This goes to like a foot wide. It is like a couple of feet long, like 29 inches or some crap like that. Got a pocket on the side, which is currently holding something that is not craft related because a certain strap broke. And yeah, it is really freaking tall. That's my yarn cabinet in the background. You can see the reflection of Peach sleeping on top of the cat tree. But yeah, got yarn in there. Anyway. So yeah, that's what's new with me. Kind of. I am going slightly stir crazy for lack of my freaking car, but I guess I will simply have to make do making weird videos and talking about yarn because I love yarn and I love cats. Shocker, I know, but you've known me for like 11 years now. If you didn't know at this point, you really just are never gonna learn. Anyway, that's what I've got. I'm gonna go back to making lovely, colorful things because I've been feeling like colorful things lately. Oh, one other thing. I have this hook. It is a resin, polyurethane or something resin, and of course metal. And we sent it in to, oh, caught on the hook, caught on the yarn there. I sent it in the manufacturer to get a mark on the end to indicate size. That's already gone. But I totally dropped it in my driveway and it chipped, and guess what? It's white underneath, so that's driving me a little bit nuts, but at least it's just cosmetic. I'm sure they'd probably replace it if I sent it in, but I don't want to be without my hook for a couple of weeks while that happens, and really it's not affecting anything, so. As I just totally tried to actually tap on the object to make my camera focus on the object. Okay, now I'm actually done. Okay, bye!